completion of this cabinet run here. We've gone ahead and screwed our stiles together here. You'll also notice I went ahead and put the filler strip in that's going to go to the refrigerator. Now we can flip it up carefully. And we're going to go ahead and fasten these two together. Once this is nice and tight, we'll go ahead and hang it up with the rest of our cabinets. Okay, I want to show you what we're talking about. Notice our level is completely flush against our wall, all the way down, until we get right about here and it starts coming off the wall a little bit. And if we go all the way out again, here we are flush, follow it down, and notice what happens to our wall. Yeah. That's way off. You'll see this quite a bit in new construction. So let's look at our cabinets. Again, flush against the wall right here, no problems. Come down only 2 cabinets. And look at that. You can see this would give us a huge problem if we were trying to hang 1 cabinet at a time. So now our cabinets are perfectly level, perfectly plumb. And that's why we do what we do. What we're doing here is we're measuring down for our ledger board for the cabinet that's going to go directly above the refrigerator. And the first thing you do is get a level, bring it across the top, and as we suspect, we are perfectly level because our cabinet line is. And now I'm simply going to measure down however high our cabinet is. In this case, it's 12 inches. Okay. Now we've got our line drawn for our ledger, and if you remember a few steps back, we marked the location for all of our studs. So with our laser, come on over, put us on our line, and that tells us exactly where we need to be. Over here, next stud. Here's something that I would like to warn you about. If the camera can come over here where I'm, and then point towards it. Notice there's a difference in lines. Why is that? When using lasers, you have to be very careful of your plane. It's the only time you can really make a mistake. This is our plane. Okay, this is our stud location, not this. So as you can see, follow my hand, the further out you come, it'll throw it way off. So always be reminded, what plane are you trying to measure? In this case, this is our plane, so no matter where this falls on the board, this is what we're looking at to line up our screw.
Now that we're pretty much done with this cabinet run to that wall, everything seems to be lining up just fine. I'm going to go ahead and put a few more screws in the cabinets and go ahead and get those screwed off all the way around.
Go ahead and drill through here into our filler strip just to hold everything together real nice. Always pre-drill first, which we've done here. Now this is going to bring this nice and tight against here. If you can see this shot down here. Again, go slow. There we are.
Notice how our cabinets are a little off the wall in some places, but not much, until we get to that back cabinet, and that's where all the problems started. You'll also notice that there was no reason to bring the refrigerator cabinet, that's the long cabinet you're looking at in the back there, there was no reason to bring that forward a 1/2 inch or 9/16 like the cabinet next to it. It just doesn't make any difference whatsoever, so we just fasten that right to the wall.
Alright, it looks like we've got still maybe an 1/8 of an inch or 1/4 of an inch extra. So we're going to put our filler here and we'll have a little piece of trim that'll take care of that. But how do you clamp, since we can't clamp this filler in place, how do you get that tight so you can drill and tap it? The easiest way to do it is a couple of shims. Put your spacer in place, put your shim in, just make sure it's nice and tight. Then you'll be able to screw right in and it'll hold it in place nice. Just as before, we're screwing very close to our hole where our hinge is going to go. Again, the hinge plate will cover all of that. Can go on either side of the hole.
Alrighty then. Well, I hope you enjoyed this segment of installing kitchen cabinets. On the next segment, we're going to show you how to install the base cabinets. We're going to show you how to get them leveled up properly and firmly so that your granite is well protected for years to come. We're also going to show you how to get the crown molding cut and installed. We thank you. God bless you. Happy installing.